Okay, okay. Now let's be ready to really participate so that we can really enjoy this discussion, because what the devil does is normally to get you used to something, and when ideas that can change and take it to the next level are being shared, you are not you are not concentrated. You understand? You're not concentrated. So that's why I want us to go back to the law where we discussed yesterday, so we can really give it some serious value, because yesterday many people didn't share. Like for example, Sarah had the concern. She took some notes, but she did not understand what she was writing. So for that purpose, I know they are not only maybe the reason why people couldn't share yesterday, because they could not really analyze this law very, very, very well. Patrick said that the guy was speaking very fast. His English was very fast this time around. But for me, last time I checked, John Maxwell has been speaking in that tone. But it happens. It happens. But more importantly, we are going to do our part to explain to you in the best way possible. But also on your side, please make sure that you are in a mood to learn. By that, I mean you put yourself where you're prepared to learn. You have your pen, you have your notebook. But more importantly, you are not sleepy. And the best way to avoid that sleepy mood is to do some exercise, move around, move. Because if you don't move the body, it always be in a sleepy mode. If you can move around your house, if run around, move around, get yourself busy. If you see sleeping, just listen, eat. As you're doing some chaos at home, you understand? Do whatever you need to do to be in active mode. You understand? In the beginning, you know this, to some people, this is a new habit, and the habit cannot just you cannot be perfect at waking up early morning and be alert. You understand? For me, even also it was a struggle to on my side, but I thank God that now it has become a habit. I don't have any problem waking up early in the morning, taking the cold shower, doing my morning prayers. You understand? So prepare, do take a personal responsibility to make sure you are starting the day the right way. Having said that, I'll go straight to the law of the bench. This is what we covered yesterday, and it was of so much value, whereby what John Maxwell was telling us is that the law of the bench simply means that that great teams have great depth. Great teams have what? Great depth. You understand? Meaning, what this means is that the people who are playing on the front line of the team, they are not the only people that there is. Meaning there are other people down there that are doing different parts to make sure that the team is what it is. You understand? People you see on stage, they're not the only people that is in the team. There are other people who are involved in inviting. There are other people who are involved in different financial contribution. There are different people who are involved in maybe even in praying for the event. You understand? So is this it? Great teams have have great depth, and weak teams don't have depth. Is what you see are the only people there is. You understand? So meaning, as we are just like the law of the bench, it can relate to the way you see the football field. The people who see praying in football, the 11 players of the team, they're not the only players in. You understand? If you go to the national team, like for your country, it has more than 50 players. You understand? They always meet for daily training. But out of 11 players, they get 11 to represent or to play in the first round, and they keep substituting them as need scores and as far as the scoreboard dictates. Remember, we talked about the scoreboard recently. The scoreboard is when you can see how you are performing. Either you are getting close to your goal, you're getting close to winning or losing. That was the law of the scoreboard recently, which you looked into, because scoreboard is there to really measure your score and register your scores, so, and also put time to your targets. You understand? Meaning, if you have targets without if you have targets without time limit, you will not be in a position to adapt and know when exactly to adapt, accommodate, and adjust. And the scoreboard, as far as the scoreboard, the way I get to the law of the bench, you are here, you are in the marketplace, you are praying, you have the targets, you are meeting, you are really busy, and you are seeing time is on your side. Now you are seeing even the players you have on the front line. Some of them, they are injured. Some of them, they have low energy. Some of the players, they have different reasons that is against the team's goal and the targets they want to achieve. So what we do here, putting this law together, you can be able to adapt and adjust and see whom can I substitute right now, and say, number 11, get out. Later, this other person on the bench come in, so I can come in with a new energy. You understand? And that way, instead of the team going down, because we have new energies coming in every single time, we shall maintain the energy, shall maintain the momentum, and you can grow from glory to glory, glory to glory. So the law of the bench really talks about beyond just the people, these key leaders, or the people that are the big players in IRA partners. This person is a good presenter. This person is a good stage host. This person is good at doing the part for the sake of the team. This person is good at hosting the Zoom. You understand? Meaning, beyond that, we need to build in depth that we have people who can also do those people who can do what these other people are doing. Like, for example, if I'm doing the wake up and win, I need to be in a position to have other champions who can do the wake up and win, but they are always on the sideline. Just in case Coach Mustafa today has an emergency and cannot show up, the Zoom will continue. But if it's the only me that is always talking, and no one else is coming, the need will call whereby there's an emergency and this cannot continue. If we have somebody who's good at presenting and is the only one presenting, the question is, what if that person has an emergency and the team needs a presenter? You understand? Meaning you never prepared anybody on the bench to come and take over that place. I don't know if it makes sense. Now, you also look at the situation like somebody you have somebody who's good at emceeing the event for the event. You understand? What if that person, that day of the event, that person who has been doing the emceeing of the event has got an emergency and cannot show up for the team? There must be somebody, or even that person may show up, but is not in the mood. That person, the energy is low. We need somebody who can do what this person has always been doing great. Meaning we need to go and from the bench and pick a substitute who can always play that part. So if we are gonna build a great team, and I trust me, really, honestly, is a great team. Beyond the forefront players, the people they see as the face of IREV representing us in the events, there need to be other players who can do exactly what they're doing. Meaning, if you have an MC, the question is, whom are you coaching to do what you are doing? You understand? Because remember, when Eric was teaching us about presentation, he said that the person with the marker in front of the room makes most of the money. But the goal is not you to be on the front of the room every single time. It's to have as many people under you who can do exactly what you're doing, so you can get off the stage and other people take over. I don't know if it's making sense along that line. So that other people can take over. So now, meaning as long as we are building a team, yes, you are a good presenter. Yes, you are a good MC. Yes, you are good at doing this part for the purpose of the team. But along the way, we need to be giving other people a chance to play different roles. They will not play at the same time, but we are sure that you have great depth as far as that department is concerned. You don't only have one person who can do registration, you have multiple people who can do registration. In case, just in case, when the person who has been fronting that activity is not in the mood, the party can always continue. So the law of bench for me, it speaks a lot of volume. If you never got the insights about the law of the bench, that's what it really means. So let's go into the specifics of this law of the bench as we really look at let me use this PowerPoint so I can be able to understand. This book starts. This chapter starts with you may have heard of the expression "it's not over until the fat lady sings." Yogi Berra's famous comment, "It's ain't over till it's over." Would you believe that someone that sometimes is over before it's over? You can learn to identify such times if you know the law of the bench. You understand? Yes, because let me tell you. You may see if you are this law of the bench is at work. You know that you as if let me say if a coach over a football, before even the game is over, you know now this we don't have any chance. You understand? Because you look at all your players, they are injured, they are not substitute, and the other opponent team, for them they have a lot of substitutes, and at the second round even they come almost with fresh people. You understand? With new energy. And if you don't have any reserve energy, don't have any reserve army to deploy, you know, even you can just walk away out of the field because you know this game, I've lost it. You understand? Because you never reserved. You understand? So the law of the bench is more about whom are you reserving. You understand? Just that the people you are fronting, the energy is down, they're not in position to deliver what they ought to deliver. These people, they can always step in and cover that gap. So that's what it's all about. So I'll not go into all these stories, but I'll go to this specific. Okay, this is a team study book. Okay. So now, let's start from here. So we looked at every human being adds value. Every player on the team adds value to the team in some way. Those truths alone should be enough to make team members care about the bench players. But there are also more specific reasons to honor and devote players who may not be considered starters here as severals. Meaning there must be more reasons why you need to create more presenters, even if they are not going to present on the main event, even if they're not going to be the people who are going to be the MC of the main event, even if they're not going to be the main ushers or the main people who are going to give testimony. It's better you prepare as many people as possible. And it's always very important, the people who are the starters, the people who are the presenters, people who, like I'm using the example of IDF, because normally have presenters. When you show up in the marketplace, we have people who are doing the presentation, we have people who are coming to do the closing. Even you people who are doing that, you need to know that people who are not doing it at the event, they are also as important as you. Because you have chosen you to be the one to do that part for the team does not make you to be special more than the people who are on the bench. You understand? We are all equally important. You understand? So as we are applying this law of the bench in team building, you have to know that today's bench players are maybe tomorrow's stars. Like somebody may not be the one who's presenting on stage, but as long as it's practicing, you understand? In the office, we have a situation where I get everybody to present, no matter who you are. There are weeks we launch out whereby every know this week is for Thursday, this week is for Thursday. Why? Because I understand this law of the bench that these people in the near future, they may be the people who come from the bench and take over the big show. You understand? So if you don't prepare them in advance, so I'm talking to you about people who are leaders here. You understand? So prepare your people to take the stage, prepare your people to present, because at the end of the day, you are not going to be the one going to the field with them to meet their prospect. You understand? At worst, they can, if they are, and they understand what to do, they can always be independent from you. You understand? And also they can add more value to the team. So today's, what does this mean by what John Maxwell said about yesterday? It's saying that if I'm to quote, they are the people who begin their careers as stars. You understand? No one begins as a star. And those who do sometimes find that their success is like that of some child actors. After a brief flash in the pan, they are never able to recapture the attention they got early. Most successful people go through a apprenticeship. Apprenticeship can be mentorship or a period of seasoning. You understand? A period of preparation. Look at a quarterback or Joe Montana, who in the whatever. This guy was one of the top NBA and NFL football player. He spent 2 years on the bench as a backup before being named as the San Francisco 49er starter. As he was breaking records and leading his team to numerous Super Bowl, the person who sat the bench as a backup to him was Steve Yoga, another great quarterback. You understand? So it says that sometimes some talented team members are recognized early for their great potential, are groomed for success. Other labor in obscurity for years, their years of learning, growing, gaining experience. So this is very, very, very important. If you are going to really become a good presenter, meaning you have to start on the bench, you understand? The people who are really good at presentation are gonna get, we're not gonna just come and trust you with a stage from Deco, that you come because you are a great leader and you are confident, you are audible, and say, you know what, take the stage. No, you need to go through the process of seasoning. You understand? The process of preparation, the process of gaining experience regarding how things are done in network marketing. But as you are also watching people, you are going to repress what they're doing and copying their notes. And the person who is already on stage doing the presenting, doing the closing, doing the prospecting, you understand, needs to be in position to acknowledge that these people who are on the bench, you are not better than them. You are all equally important. This person don't just gain the experience. You are the starter, and this person may come in as a finisher. So this is really very, very important. So I agree with this statement that today's bench player may be tomorrow's stars. So meaning if you want tomorrow's champion, start with them by giving them a bench. People on the bench, they can do everything which the stars can do, but somehow they have not gained experience. Sometimes they have already gained experience, but sometimes you as a team leader, you want to deploy this person at the right time when things are going astray. You understand? Like if I'm a football coach, I don't want to bring my best players out in the first round. You understand? They all get tired within the first round. There are people I know they come to save the game. I'll bring them normally when it's 20 minutes towards the game. They can change the entire game. So I reserve them on the bench only because they are weak. You understand? Sometimes they're even better than the starters. But I say, no, for you, we shall need this energy. You understand? So you can come in and give us an equalizer. You get the point? So this is very, very important. So now it talked about another very important aspect, which was that the success of supporting of a supporting player can multiply the success of a starter. You understand? So now, if when every team member fulfills the role that pursues his or her talents and gifts and experience and excels in that role, then the team really harms. It's achievement of the whole team that makes the starters flourish. It's the achievement of the starter that makes the team flourish. The whole team, the whole team is greater than the sum of its parts. Or John, I wouldn't put it. The main ingredient of stardom is the rest of the team. You understand? So this brings out the oneness regarding that what role you are playing. Even if you are on the bench, don't be there just waiting for your part. Be there cheering the starter, people who are ahead of you, people who are representing you, because if they go and do their part and execute their role very well, you are also going to win. Yeah, even if you're still on the bench. Don't just clap for the team when you're the one with the microphone. There are other people if you don't put them on the lineup for people who are going to present, even that event they don't want to present, that event they don't want to invite people because they feel like, how can I invite people when I'm not going to be to share anything? At least you need to allow me time and I also speak so my people they see me as somebody who is influential in this organization. No, if I've chosen you as a bench player, you can support us, but not on stage. But when your time comes, we shall also support you. So support, because once we execute a very good event, everybody is a winner, regardless who was the starter and who was the bench player. The bench player, these are people that are doing great work, but you never see them in front of the stage as far as the network marketing is concerned. Now, free was there are more bench players than starters. You understand? Yes, as I told you, just like the law of the revolving door, which Julius reminded us when we were starting here, the revolving door, it says that you know what, the revolving door, these are doors that allow people enter and get out at the same time. You understand? If you have gone to this kind of big hotels, sometimes they have those revolving door. It's closing one side, yet it's opening on the other side at the same time. So if your team is in jeopardy, you find that you have more people getting out, and you have few people who are joining the team. That you need to have your own prayers. The right way should be that you have more people coming in, and you have few people that are getting out. You understand? And by this time around, not everybody in the team is a bench player, and not everybody on the team is a starter. You understand? Like in iLive, we have a lot of members in Omega Pro. You understand? Actually, we have more than 1,000 members as far as iLive partners is concerned across Africa. I think we hit like 2,000 members, if I'm not mistaken. We hit like 2,000 members according to our scoreboard. But not everybody is a bench player, because other people are not even concerned what's going on in the team. They're not concerned about the event. They're not concerned about nothing. It's about themselves. It's not about, even they have not seen the need to build this as a business. They put their money, they put their package. So they are members of IDEF, they are members of Omega Pro, but they're not bench players. You understand? Now, the bench players in this are the people who are stepping out. They're showing up for the Zoom. They have interest to learn and master, to be the next coaches of IDEF partners. You understand? To master these skills. They're trying to get better at presenting. They're trying to get better at follow-up. They're trying to get better at prospecting, inviting, promoting events. They're always buying tickets, moving tickets. These are bench players. You understand? So that's a different category. And then we have a third category of people who they are not only members and also participating in team activities, but they are also the leaders that you find in the public. That these are our leaders, these are our presenters. Like in Tanzania, when the starters, normally when you have event, we normally have MC Yusuf, we have Moses Mukini, we have Valeria, we have Arthur, we have Laurent and other champions. You understand? In Uganda, we have the Julius, we have Francis, we have Prosi, we have Leste, we have Salah, we have Noah. So these are all starters. You understand? These are people we from, but beyond that, there are also other members. So I want to differentiate between the three: the members, the bench players, and the starters. Are you with me? So now, once people they come to our event, they only see for putting the shot, doing the usher. They think maybe these are the only members. No, there are also other members. You understand? So now, whenever we do an event, we have to choose who are going to be our starters. And the starters, we get them from the people from the bench. I mean, we have seen people who have been active and showing the interest of building the business and being mentored and being trained to do this business professionally. From there, we get people who are going to represent the entire team in the next event. You understand? Now, the people who are sitting on the bench, nobody can sit on the bench of IDEF partners without being the member of IDEF. So we have the general assembly of the members of IDEF, whereby we get to pick people whom we can mentor. And they show up through this Zoom. Right now, we have about 17 people. from here, we choose who are going to be the next bench players. You understand? So, okay, they are going to do the way this person is showing out, they are going to be the way he's participating, the way she's adding value to the team. We need to bring that person close because this person seems he knows what he wants. Before you know it, you start chatting with Coach Mustafa privately, you are chatting with Valeria privately, and the doors are being opened because you are showing interest to serve other people and to get to know the things. So the goal is we need to have more people moving from the general team and joining the bench players in the team. Are you with me? That's where there should be. And at some time, we are going to have more people who are coming in from what? Who are going to be stepping out from the bench player. Because other people, because of one reason or the other, they quit from being the bench player and they turn to general assembly. They lose focus. You understand? That you have a person who is so motivated, is so excited, and you see this person is going to be the next silver, is going to be the next day. But I don't know what happens along the way. They lose the gas, they lose the momentum. And all of a sudden, you don't know what is really going on here. And the person is no longer motivated, the person no longer show up. That person is quitting the bench and is going back to become a general member in Omega Pro in IDEM. And this is why you never show up even for them. They start missing meetings, start missing out Zoom call. So he was a bench player, but now he has joined the general team. And you cannot force him to do nothing. You understand? So the goal as a team leader, you need to make sure that you have more people joining the bench more than the people who are leaving the bench. Because people will always come in. The revolving door principle will be always at work. People will always come in and people will always get out. You understand? Like in Uganda, I struggled so much to build the bench. You understand? We had a lot of people coming into Omega Pro, but they were going mute. You understand? No, whereby you had people, more people. If somebody sits on a bench, the maximum can survive on that bench is 30 days, 1 month. Before he has quit, I joined other companies. It's just to remember in Omega Pro, but is really doing multiple companies, and you cannot trust them with the state. You cannot trust them. Even they're not interested in mentorship. They're not interested to get prepared. They're not interested in getting prepared. You understand? If it was making this bench principle to be very hard in either partners in Uganda, but over the time, we had to we now started building our bench. You understand? Francis came in, Julius came in, now more people came in, and now our bench is getting bigger and bigger in Uganda. Now from this bench, we choose who's going to be the MC, who's going to be our star, who's going to be the one to represent the team, who's going to lead this department, like here. And we keep on substituting them here and there. Are with me? You understand? So, but as long as we are doing this, other people still, they are quitting the bench. Today they are active, but as they need to be monitoring, who's quitting, how am I substituting? So you substitute the starters, but you also substitute the bench players at the same time. But the goal is to make sure that every day your bench player is growing, because great teams have great depth. And it's determined by the size of their bench players. These are people who have the potential to be the next big leader. These are people who have the potential to be the next professional builder and to have the skills of presenting, closing, standing up in front of people. So that number needs to be increasing on a daily basis. You have generally course who are joining to just buy packages, but the number of people who are joining your team to take this as a professional to increase. Now, if I'm asking, the question goes to you. You are a team leader, you have a team. In your team, who are your bench players? You understand? Who are the people you feel like these are the people who can do exactly what I'm doing? Who are the people you can count on? Who are the people you are mentoring to do what you are doing? You understand? If the number is small, you need to pray for yourself. I need to work so hard to make sure that the concept of duplication is upright here, because the law of the bench also applies the law of duplication as far as our building is concerned. If you don't have the bench players, meaning you're not duplicating, meaning the only people you have is what it is. But if this people quit on you, I can tell you that is something to expect. People will always quit. People will always quit. I can tell you this authoritatively for the past God knows how many years. People have quit on me. People have quit on other partners, and it's okay. You understand? People at least expect they quit on it. It's called human nature. Taste and preference, and you cannot blame them. They made my friend, I say hi to them, but their goals change. You understand? But even if they quit, but there are people who prepare to do the role which those players are serving, it will not be of a burden to you. But the reason why you get so much disappointed because you are counting on one person individually. When this person does not show up, it becomes a challenge to you. So number 6, just to make sure Sarah gets Sarah, you are here?
Yes, I'm here.
Hope now we are getting value from this row now, right?
Yes.
Patrick,
yes.
you are here? Patrick?
Yes, coach, I'm here.
Is my English speedy?
No, it's very, very nice.
Okay, thank you. So there are more bench players than starters. This is the concept which I've been on. So if you look at a roster of any successful team, you see that the starters are always outnumbered by other players on the team. In professional basketball, 12 people are on the team, but only five start. Major League, like baseball, teams start with 9, but carry 50 players in the game. You understand? In the pro football, 22 people start on offense and defense, but the teams are allowed to have 50 free players. So you find similar situation in every field, including network marketing. In the entertainment industry, the actors are often known, but hundreds of the crew members to make a movie aren't. You understand? So not everybody in the team is going to be, not everybody on the team is going to be known. You understand? So don't fight to be on stage. You are not prepared. You understand? Your time is coming. Just be on the bench and capture as much notes as possible. So that if you are given, actually one of my spiritual mentors normally tells me, work on yourself as you are on the bench. So if you are given a time to go on stage, you understand? You show the world what you are made of. Not to tell the world to leave, not to make a person that's given a stage to regret. You understand? Because once you open up your mouth, you tell the world what you are made of, if you are prepared or not. So the bench is prepared to prepare you. So it cuts across in every industry, literally. Even in a ministry, everyone recognizes the people up front during the worship service, but it takes scores of people working behind the scene to bring that service together. You understand? There are a lot of people who are bringing, is like for IDF, is the people we are seeing is not the only people. There are a lot of people. They never show up on the camera, but they are doing in their bench position. Even if they're not the one being fronted, they're doing a lot of work to make IDF what it is. You understand? Like on Omega Pro, it's not they were seeing and Andrea Sakas and Mike Sims that you are seeing that they're doing everything. The corporate is bigger than what you see. They're people in the customer service. Every time you write an email, they're able to support you here. You never see their face, but they are part of the reason why there's efficiency in Omega Pro. For any politician or corporate executive, big name fashion designer that you know, there are hundreds of people working quietly. You understand? So a bank is all about having people working quietly. They are working quietly, but soon, if need allows you, or they can work publicly, but they're delivering a lot of value. You understand? So it's not about when I go on stage and present, I'm not the person who has invited those people alone. There are a lot of people who have done a lot of work. As better as you go public, you respect that it's not about you. These people are just trusting with the stage. And tomorrow they can say, now, Coach Mustafa, I think we have got a new bench player who can assist this part more than you, maybe in a different angle. You understand? And the person, and I need to be okay to allow this person to come in and try out that part in a different angle. You get the point? That's how we duplicate. So now, let's go. There are 6 of them. Let us look at number 4. Is the a bench player correctly pressed will at times be more valuable than a starter. A bench player correctly pressed will at times be more valuable than a starter. And I think if you ask most people how they would classify administrative assistant as team member, they will tell you that they consider them to be bench players since their primary role is to support. I would agree with that. Although in some cases, administrative people do have direct influence on organization. Take an example give an example here. Take my example of my assistant, Linda. Linda. Over the years, Linda has done just about everything at Enjoy. She has been the company's bookkeeper. She used to run our conference. She did marketing and product development. She's a very talented person. I think Linda is capable of doing just about anything, but she has chosen to take supporting role as my assistant. And in that position, she makes a huge impact. Today, my company has more than 200 employees. I respect and value all of them, but if I lost everything tomorrow and could keep only 5 or 6 people with whom to start over from scratch, Linda would be one of the person I could fight to keep. Her value as a support or as a support makes her a starter. You understand? So a bench player collectively placed will at times be more valuable than a starter. You understand? So there are people whereby they are playing a different, they may not be presenter, they may not be like the serious recruiter, but the role they are playing in the team, you understand, is a key factor whereby even if you're gonna build another team, these people, we want to bring them close. You understand? Yes, like for example, I can give an example. Like for, you may have somebody, don't confuse upline and downline. You understand? Though we don't say like because somebody is the upline makes him a starter. A downline may be a starter, yet the upline of that downline is a bench player. I don't know if it's making sense to you. Like somebody can recruit people. You understand? Yes, he has recruited people, but that person has not showed up any kind of team player. You understand? That person has not showed up any interest of serving anyone. Yet the person who is listed there in the line is even serving people cross line, and you can see their effort. You understand? And you see this person really is a very great asset as far as the team is concerned, and the reason why things are turning around. Yet the person who built this person on the team has never showed up in any interest of becoming a team player. Yes, he brought these people, he recruited them, but is on and off. The upline the upline maybe is doing multiple companies. The upline will never show up. But this downline he brought, this person is always showing up, is always learning. This person is always showing up for mentorship classes. You understand? So in case, you find that you are going to give this downline a chance to become a starter more than even the person who brought him. I don't know if it makes sense to you. So it's not about that because you are brought by this person, so this person had to be a starter before you. No, it's all about who respects the bench. You understand? And the bench whereby you submit to leadership, you submit to mentorship, you submit to teamwork, you submit to service to others. You understand? You submit to personal involvement. So regardless who brought you, no matter what line you are in, you can be a starter for the team more than your 5 uplines ahead of you. Because for them, they don't understand themselves. This is the law of the bench, guys. You understand? And somebody who's upline, say now, how can you bring my upline to be the one to share the stage when I'm me, the person who brought him? You have not even ever taken. No. Ever since you joined the team, you have never been a bench player. You have been a member of either you have been a member of Omega Pro. But even you have never been equal to join the bench player because you have never showed any interest to serve others, to grow and become more. But the person you brought down in the line, we joined on board and it got the concept very well. And they want to do this business profession. We are making this person join our inner circle faster than you, the people who brought them. Does that make sense now, champion? Does that make sense?
Yeah, actually, it makes a lot of sense.
Yes, it does.
Yes.
It does, yes.
It's not about position. It's not about position. You know, I'm the first person who came in, but when you came in, it was about you. You understand? You never show up for the Zoom. You never show up for the event. But the people you brought down there, for them, they are busy buying tickets. They are busy inviting. You understand? Even we shall open up surprisingly, even I'll come to Arusha and I'll open up the office of Idea Partners, and your downline will be made the market leader. Yet for you, the upline, you're not the market leader. It gets more interesting.
Actually, on that point,
Yes.
some people are going to come on board.
Yeah.
And you bring people, and people come and make more money than you, and you start becoming jealous because you brought them.
Exactly.
Not knowing that the activities you are doing in the system, it is going to equal to the money you're going to earn.
Yes.
Yes.
So this is so powerful. Now, that's why I told you, if you don't know what the gold that this guy is sharing with us. So now I'll go to number 6. Now I was trying to see a bench player correctly pressed. I tell you will be more valuable than, okay, I can say a downline correctly pressed will be at times be more valuable to the team than the upline. If I'm going to use our word of network marketing. So now from there, I'll go straight to another, which is number 5. That a strong bench player gives leaders more options. A strong bench player, not a starter. Somebody's there, is showing up, is whatever, is doing everything that needs to be done as a loyal member of IRF. So it will give a leader more options. Let's read about this. When a leader has no bench, when a team has no bench, the only optional leader is moving the starter around to maximize their effectiveness. You understand? If starters can't perform, the team is out of luck. When a team has a weak bench player, then a leader has a few options, but they are often not very good. But when a team has great bench, the options are almost endless. Let me discuss this for you in the perspective of what we are doing. A strong bench gives a leader more options. Let me tell you, for the first scenario, if you are building the team based on the people who are leaders, the so-called leaders you already have, and you're not taking time to train other upcoming leaders, and the only people you are working with are the only people there is. You understand? The question is, what if the situation comes when some of the people on the so-called key leaders disappoint you? What are your options? Meaning, if one of the person when one of the person disappoints you, you are going to move the key leaders from one position to another without substituting, without getting any new players on board. I mean, you can interchange positions. Okay, you are the one. Okay, this person has been the one doing MC, because now the presenter is absent today, and we are gonna tell the person who all his time he has been being the MC. He has never practiced presenting, but because this is the only person we have, we say now you, the MC, be now the presenter. Or we say, okay, you the usher, or you, the person doing the social, this time come on stage and do the presentation and do the closing. And somebody has never done any kind of practice along that road. You understand? So somebody may be a player, but may not be the best one suited in that position. You know, because you never prepared this person. Even if he has been among the key player, the best option could be at this point they are fronting, they are the key leaders serving those roles. As they are serving, don't wait when the situation are bad. It's bad. No, be mentally on the side. People you can substitute them in those laws, as many as possible. So in case you have better substitutes for those. Or if you have an event, even if Julius is sick, we have a person who can do the testimony even more than what Julius is doing. But this person has always been on the sideline waiting for that opportunity. But if you don't have bench players and you're not building, you are building the team focused on only the key leaders, like you can only count on numbers and you don't take time to mentor people. And this is the reason why we really struggle with wake up and win, because through wake up and win is where we really get to execute the IDF Academy for the purpose of executing the next bench players of IDF, because here you get to understand the principles, the value, the vision, the mission, the skills, the mindset, the strategies that are needed to become a successful player as far as IDF partner is concerned, as far as network marketing is concerned. And from here, we can know that that's why for me, let me tell you, if you watch all my training, I've never done any training without allowing people to participate. Because when people participate, I get a chance to analyze their potential according to the way they give feedback. I'm always studying. This I never told you. You understand? I'm always studying. I get a chance to study everybody as a book. You understand? And okay, this person can do this. So this person, before you know it, I call the upline of this person. You know, the way this person gave the feedback, I feel if you try him on this role, it can be of value to this whatever. But if you never showed up and gave us feedback, I don't know your voice. Many of you, most people in Alakan, have not met you. I don't know your strength. How can I even recommend? When you come part of the Zoom, you are always dormant, you are always passive, you're not active at all. Meaning, you never be required to be in the bench player to be the next people, even who hosted the Zoom of IDEM. You never be, because I'm not working with you directly, like in the office here in Uganda. I know my prayers. I know, okay, this person is good at this. You understand? This person, okay, it needs to improve in this area. And I keep giving them a chance. Give them a chance, because the goal is not to make sure that I'm the best in everything. No, the goal is to have as many bench players as possible. But I need to be testing them here and there. And you also need to allow themselves to give feedback, because this time around, you are not on stage. There's nothing to fear. You understand? You participate here and there, then you get to understand your mind. This person, the way it puts together his sentence, this person is learned, this person is trained. You understand? This person has grown. Wow. The way this champion is speaking 3 months ago, he could not speak the way he's speaking. Wow, now we are seeing Anamuto is becoming something. Anamuto now can listen out things differently. You understand? This time for Anamuto to go on stage. You don't just give a testimony. We want to give him a stage whereby he can play a different role, because we have been seeing her feedback here and there, participating, growing. You understand? But this is why yesterday I had to really become serious. Some people, they got me wrong, but I'm doing my part as a Lord, because the only way I can help you. Because if you don't just keep tuning in every single time, I don't care how long you tune in the Zoom, as long as you're not participating, you will never be promoted to the bench of IDE partners. And if you're not on the bench, you never be part of the fronters of IDE partners or the next big leaders. Are you with me? Because I don't know you, because I never got to know your feedback. I cannot even assess you. I don't evaluate you. You understand? Yeah? There's no scoreboard attached on you. I cannot measure your growth. I cannot list the stage, or you cannot list I tell you what, you come and do this, because there are a lot of mistakes. Like one time we are doing some assessment, and like, champion, you participate, and one of the champion came, and instead of Omega Pro, he mentioned the name of a different company. And Village said that, yes, champion, I welcome you now to this powerful presentation. We're doing some little bit of practice. And somebody, instead of Omega Pro, eloquently with full energy, just somebody with a different company, because the person was doing multiple companies without mentioning names. You understand? Now just imagine if that person was not tested, and you call him on the event and you edify him. This is one of the leaders that we trust in IDEM. I will bring that person on stage, and instead of Omega Pro, it sells a different company. And in that audience, you have guests of different people they have struggled to bring. You understand? Because you never got to this person on a bench, so you can prepare them. A bench prepares you what to speak, how not to speak, how to show up. You understand? So be proud to be a bench player, because that's where the champion lies from. Yeah? So now, apart from that, as I'm concluding this, because I know many of you laid this. Now, let's go on number 6. The bench is usually called upon at a critical times for the team. The bench is normally called upon at a critical time of the team. I'll read here. When an army is in trouble, when the event is in trouble, when your team is in trouble, when Omega Pro is in trouble, when either partner is in trouble, you understand? What does it do? You understand? It calls upon the reserves. You understand? That's that way. That way it is in every area of life. The time you need the bench player isn't when things are going well. You understand? It's when things aren't. When the starter gets hurt, or when the presenter or the people are supposed to present, one of them has quit the business, that is not understanding himself. You understand? Maybe has got an emergency. It got sick. You understand? Now, time like that, a substitute steps in. The person, if the person's effectiveness often determines the team's success. That person's effectiveness always determines the team's what? Success. If your team is experiencing tough time, then you know the importance of having a good bench, a good substitute for that role. But if you are experiencing a smooth period, then now it's time to develop your backup players. If everything going on right, it's time to go to wake up and win every morning so that you can have more leaders stepping in, because we cannot wait. You understand? Like for example, when I'm opening up markets, I don't count on one person. And normally, like I have like I have normally like at least 3 leaders that I'm building separately, because I know even if this person does not show up to be the leader of this country, I have other substitutes who can step in. So IDF partner is launched. Now I have a lot of bench players in different countries. You understand? We countries that we are open and they are being tested. I know this person, no. It may be the first person signed up in this country, but it does not know what it takes to lead IDF in that country. So I'll always keep recruiting. I'll always put this part under that person, but I will not count them. I will not count on the first person who is going to be the main leader of the country. I don't know if it makes sense. It will always be about the law of the bench player. So, but if you are experiencing a smooth period, then now it's time to develop your backup player, build a bench. Build the bench today for the crisis you'll face tomorrow. Hope now you're getting value from the law of the bench. I think it's time for you to share. If I've gotten value, please put your hand up so you can be part of the recording, because I'm always uploading this. And every time you share, part of your sharing is part of the recording, and you put on ILF TV as part of the participant in what? In a Zoom. So tell me about now if this law of the bench is applicable to our team honestly. What are you getting from this law? You understand? What have you liked best? And does this make sense as far as you and your network marketing business is concerned? Let me hear from you, champion. Put your hand up and let's share. Let's share. It's time to share. Who is the first person sharing? Put your hand up. Today the English has not been. I should hear from Patrick and Sarah, because Sarah yesterday wrote a lot of notes, but I couldn't understood it. She could not understand it. So you need to give me some good feedback. And Patrick, I know I've not been very fast, so you need to be able to put your hand up and tell me if this time around it has made sense. Because let me tell you, the goal is not about going through this book very fast. It's about understanding and getting things you can apply. We're not here to pass time. For me, if for anything that's a waste of my time, I'm not interested. I go anywhere, I want to learn, I want to improve. You understand? I want to improve, because the goal is to build the best team as far as network marketing is concerned across Africa. The largest, professionally equipped. That's the vision of IDEM. So don't hear for theory. Every book I bring, just know there's something practical we can apply to our business. So Let's start with the first one. That's none other than Francis. We are able to use that. It's 2 minutes. 2 minutes because our time is already done. We need always to be on time. Use at least 2 minutes. Francis, you can go right ahead.
Yes, good morning, members. My name is Builder Francis. Yet to become silver. So the law of bench is a very nice law. I've loved it because it also what I've seen, it also helps the people who are at the front line not to be overwhelmed. Yeah. So that not every time somebody is the one presenting, and other people are not being trained to do the same thing. So it helps to train other people who are at the bench to do the same thing. So that, for example, if coach, you go, you are planning to go to Zambia, maybe you're planning to go to Zambia, or maybe to Tanzania, then and we do an event. Who will be the presenter? Sincerely, who will be the presenter? That's where the law of bench is very helpful. It helps to train. It has to help to train other people at the bench to do the same thing that what the people at the front line do, so that in case of any problem like this, number 6, the bench usually called upon at the critical time. So God forbid, coach, you go to another country, you're called up to get an emergency, and you're not able to come to the event. Somebody else must be able to stand up and be a great presenter. But if that person is not there, then the whole event will be messed up. Yes, the whole event will be messed up. So that's when I realized now we need to change up. Now we're going for an event. Somebody else must be an MC. Somebody else must be on the projector. Somebody else must be. We need to interchange so that we train people who are the bench to do the same things that people have been doing, who have been on the front line can do. Yeah. So and these the people also who are the bench must be people. They must be trained intentionally. They must know that they are the next leaders. They are the next people who are going to do these other things that the people who are at the front line are doing. So so they must be shown what to do. Yes. So not every time people bring people at the office. Every time Francis is the one presenting to them. Every time coach is the one presenting to them. These people at the bench should also learn how we are presenting, so that they can present the same way we are presenting, or they can also find their own notch how they present. Because I know the way coach you're presenting is not the same way I present. Yeah, it's totally different. But it's okay. It's totally different. There's a way I also bring out my point, but I also learned from you, and you also learned from somebody else. So we learn from ourselves, and then we get our own strategy of presenting. So even the people at the bench must be learning. They must be learning what to do. So just in case you are put in the place of that person, are you able to bring out the nut? Are you able to do better than the person you learned from? So I love this law. It is very good, and we need to start applying it in our events. Thank you very much, Coach. Okay. Let me give other coach.
Thank you, Julius. Thank you, Francis. Next person, Ngambeki, you can go right ahead.
Thank you, Coach. Good morning, Coach and champions.
Good morning to you.
Yeah, the law of the bench actually brought me to think of an organ or the body. how different organs cooperate in making the entire body feel well. If your hand has something wrong, the entire body is sick. If the leg is paining, the entire body is sick. If an eye is paining, the entire body is sick. Then to me, these bench members and starters are more or less like the body function. Then what now the bench plays, it's a support, a background support.
Yeah.
That looks up to see that it's a motivator, moving the starter, go to the right direction, keep on doing. It's a corrector, looking at what went wrong and then to correct, to make it better in the future. Is an encourager, encouraging the starter, keep going. Is a game changer where things are not working well, they are there studying and then advising what could be the way forward. And they are learners to keep on learning what has gone well, what has gone wrong, and then to advise accordingly. They are evaluators and monitors. They evaluate, they monitor and evaluate, and they are directors. So the bench plays a critical role, though not seen by speculators. That's my contribution. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Ngambeki, for representing Arusha. That has been a lovely. Salah, go right ahead.
Yes, good morning, Coach, and good morning, everyone on the call.
To you.
Yeah, thank you so much, Coach, and thank you for elaborating this morning again. Yesterday, yes, I wrote some notes, and the fact was that I just wrote, but I was not really picking things well. But at least today, I've gotten some value, a lot of value than yesterday I did. Yeah, so I've learned much about the law of the bench. Number one is most especially here, whereby in this law, you have to train many people. It's like you have to duplicate many. And those who are willing to sit down, listen, and grow, to be trained. So these people, they will always serve as substitutes in time of need. That is number one. I learned from that we don't just come to learn and do the presentation, maybe our business alone, but we stand to support the company to grow, and we stand to support our leaders. That is the reason why we have to be on that bench. We have to learn and grow. And also, you as the trainer, you duplicate so that you get exact people who are doing the exact thing you are doing. Another thing that I've learned from this law, it's about the believing in this bench. As you build them, you have to have some few people or some people you look on that you will distribute them in different positions, and they will act the way you wish them to act, or the way you feel their strength are, because we have different strength in different positions. So the law of the bench helps us to get get to know where is Sarah stronger, where can she do better, where can Mustafa do better, and you get to know us. And as time goes on, also we get to adopt what others are doing, as long as we sit down on that bench and we keep learning. Yes. And another thing that I learned, it is about the strong, it was like, come on, as the stronger leader. Is it a stronger leader? I wrote something as a stronger bench gives the leader the option. Yeah. As you sit on that bench, always your leader will always have an option for you. Let's say that there is something to take on, or just as we are having an event, we are preparing an event as in this time. Once we are many as benchers who are seated there, you get to know how to position us. You don't find much difficult. Right now, there is a need that we have to get a bigger number of people to present to. Guests, we have to bring them in. But if you are alone, you don't have these benchers or the players below, you may not have the whatever, the people to present to. Yes, you may be a good actor in each and everything, but when it comes where you need many people, like as we are preparing that event, you need to get these benchers. They are the people to play the role, to bring in a number of people. And you position them accordingly also to where they are able. Just, I think here you said you need the benchers in critical time. This time it's like critical, whereby everyone has to participate. You know what you're doing, and at least you contribute to the function which is taking place, or you contribute to what is happening. That is the reason why we should have the benchers. And then also I learned about the law of the door. The law of the door is involving like people coming in and people going out. Always people will come in and people will go out, but how many people are staying to learn? I think it's much better. To me, I've learned that it is much better when few people are going out and when many are staying. Then that means you are doing well, you are growing as a company, or you are growing and duplicating yourself. That is a big indicator. There's something better is happening and there's something valuable. These people are staying around. That is what I've learned from this law of the bench. Thank you so much, Coach.
Okay, thank you, champion. That has been lovely. This time around, you have got the concept. Powerful, powerful. I'm glad that we have got that value. Then champion Kosi, you are next.
Good morning, champions. Good morning, coach.
Good morning to you, champion.
Thanks for this opportunity. For this law, yesterday actually I didn't get it so well. I wasn't feeling well. I attended, but partially. That's what I can say. But today I've gotten it. That if we are to get like that team, now like we are building IREV, that if you are to get a team, you have to start with the bench players. Because from the start, you told us today's bench players are tomorrow's stars.
True.
If you don't prepare the bench, then you'll not have the stars tomorrow. And this is what, coach, you're doing. You've dedicated your time. You wake up early to offer us the knowledge that will prepare us to be the tomorrow's stars, to be the tomorrow's champions. Yeah, you already call us champions so that we get into the mode. We feel that we are real champions. So for us to be great tomorrow, you're preparing us on this bench. And like yesterday, I heard Maxwell saying that there is a principle of the revolving door. You also said it several times that the number of people you started with IREV, most of them have left. And this is why you have always to prepare the bench. If you didn't have other people, if you had focused on the few, and unfortunately those few left, coach, you would be alone in IREV. So since you had the bench, that some of them left, this is the revolving door. You know, it keeps on revolving. People are entering from the other side. These ones are moving out. Because you can never stop people. People will remain people. Someone will see IREV or Omega Pro as a big opportunity from the start. Then around the mid of the training, and they lose interest. You can't force them to stay. Some of them will move out. But if you have a strong bench, we saw there is an example when we are studying today, where there was the assistant called Linda, the bookkeeper. We can see her boss saying that since she has been there, she has been a strong player on the bench, that if he was told to reduce on the number of employees and to choose those ones he can stay with to continue the business, he couldn't let Linda go. Why? Because Linda has been attending. Let me give an example in line with what we are doing. Linda has been consistently attending the morning Zoom calls that are preparing her to do the business well. Linda has been taking on the roles that are assigned to her. You're getting me?
Yes, yes.
So this one gives, in line with our coach Mustafa, to that feeling that Linda, I'll not do away with Linda. Even if the worst comes, Linda must be part of IREV. So this is where I urge us, as the champions of IREV, that whatever assignment we are given, let us take it serious. Because me, I've ever told you, you looked for this knowledge, and the person I landed to was my friend and wanted me to sell me this knowledge. But coach is giving it for free, for free. I know, coach, at times we don't share. We have some endurance, but we pray to God it will come to pass. But we value what you share with us. And I urge other members, let us value, because coach has really prepared us to be the strong bench players. When it comes to the tasks we do at office, one day you selected a team to start the presentation, the business presentation. I remember the first time everyone never wanted to come as the first person to share, to present. But right now, that one has helped us to start presenting to our prospects. You're preparing us on the bench. Like Francis said, that what if, like you were preparing journey to Zambia, Tanzania, and other countries. What if you're not there? Are we going to stay with the arms closed? Are we not going to continue with the events? Are we not going to continue with the presenting to the prospects that come at the office? We need to duplicate what you're giving us. Though you're also taking a strong training on us to prepare us on the bench, but we also need to embrace what you're offering us. We need to embrace it. We duplicate what you're giving us so that in case the person who is supposed to play that role is not there, the person who is supposed to give a testimony, yeah, we prepare in advance, but someone might have an emergency. Whom have you prepared to take on that role? Whom have you prepared to present the business to the people? Whom have you prepared to take the stage hosting? Here, coach, me, I salute you. You're doing great, but now it's up to us to really understand what you're giving us and take it serious for us to see Omega Pro and IREV shining. Thank you very much. Thank you, champions. Have a blessed day.
Wow, thank you. Prosi, that has been so lovely. Then the final person sharing in we are left. We are our time has already play time is a burden, honestly, because we are already 30 minutes into other post time. So we are supposed to be exactly 7 we finish. So Julius, you are the final person. No more person should raise up the hand. Julius is the final person. 2 minutes and then we cross the call.
Okay. Thank you so much. Good morning and good morning, everyone. I'm always super excited about our morning trainings. And we are talking about The Law of the Bench by John C. Maxwell. But before I can share my part, I want to welcome Mr. Dixon. He's from Zambia. He's among the first people I signed up. I know he's a great leader. Maybe we need to give him a chance to say hello to members, and he tells us what he has learned, even if it is his first time to tune in. But Mr. Dixon, I hope you are listening. It's the first time you are tuning in the morning Zoom, and I've always reminded you, but thank God you are on. He's among the people that I signed up from Zambia, and he has been the MLM for some time. Maybe he could share with us something so that you can get to know his potential, what he has learned from what you've shared, so that he can continue with us so that tomorrow and the other days. Mr. Dixon, if you are on, you can unmute and say hello to members and also share what you've learned from what they have shared, because that is our routine. Dixon, are you on?
Yes, I'm on. Good morning, champion.
Yeah, you can share with the members here what you feel about Omega Pro, what you've learned from our today's training, if you are, so they can know what you are.
First and foremost, I would say morning champions. I'm very happy and glad to hear from the coach. What the coach is highlighting to us is one of the most important things in our business. We need to hear from the coach, and we need to do what the coach is teaching us. It's better for us to follow what the top leaders are teaching us. So champions, I thank you. I'm from Zambia. I thank you all. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much. I had to bring him on board so that he can say hello. I hope you'll be with us more and more days, because we started a long time ago, and ever since my team has been growing. And I say you are the person who's going to be taking up in Zambia. God knows.
Sure.
Okay.
Sure.
Thank you so much, guys. Let me share my part here about the law of the bench. I remember I shared my part yesterday, but for the purpose of people who have just come into them, they also need to know what I shared yesterday. Now,
in 2 minutes.
Yeah, the role of the bench, they took it in a simple way that they used they use this football, like this, those who like soccer. The future of the team depends on recruiting, because everybody who joins this business, you know that your power of success is going to depend on recruiting. If you have power of recruiting. Number two, when you recruit people, you have to retain them by training them. There are people I recruited like 5 months back, but I keep on following up on them, and they keep on tuning for training. And who knows, they're going to become the great leaders in Zambia. Then this principle of revolving door says that if 8 are coming in and 3 are going away, then you have a good future, and the reverse is true. Meaning that you only join this business of network marketing because it depends on recruiting. You should know that some people are going to recruit them and some people are going to go away. Sometimes we join this business when we think that so and so is going to join us, and they disappoint us that they don't join us. People who are amateurs in the MLM industry, whenever they join and they are focusing on different people, when those people don't join, even their interest also dies. I'm getting it. So you should know that whenever you're building a team, you should know that there are always ups and downs. The people you trust most are the people that are not going to join you, and you are going to be disappointed. People join, we say that so and so is going to join, so and so is going. When they approach about 5 people, when they approach 5 people and nobody's joining, they say now me, this is not my thing. My friends have all refused it. That's why coach said that sometimes if you say that all your friends don't understand, then he said that you also don't understand. Look for those who understand so that you can go very, very far. The future, like, you get good people by training. Not everybody you're going to introduce in the business is going to be good. They have been in different trainings in different businesses. But when you bring in people, you have to focus on training them. Some people, it's going to take them 3 months. Some people, it's going to take them 1 year, but you have to keep on consistently training them. And you have to keep up following up on them. For people who have worked with me, you know that I always consistently remind you, even if I keep on knowing what is happening on your side, because I know sometimes you have difficulties that can take you off for like 3 months, but when you are done with your challenges, you always come back on board and you find when you are moving on.
Hello.
Yeah, now, the success, let me first make this one. There are bench players than starters. Like when you have people who are playing in the game, they are more bench than starters, because meaning you should always have an option whenever there's any change in the team, but you have to keep on grooming those on the bench so that they also become good, because they are the people that are going to become the future stars of the game, of the team. Of course, usually the bench is needed in the most critical times, because if you have not prepared your bench very well, sometimes in the critical times, you don't have an option. And in most cases, you like, so meaning you've not been doing your work, you've not been preparing your team. You have to make sure that when another substance comes in and say that, wow, this person is also good at this, so that the game can change. I think for the interest of time, and coach has summarized it very well. And I shared my thing yesterday very well. For the interest of time, I want to stop here. Maybe for those who have tuned in to them, make sure that at least tomorrow you tune in so that you catch up with us very well. Yeah, thank you so much, coach. And thank you so much, Mr. Dixon, for tuning in. I will always be blessed to see you every day. Don't miss this time around. You came in a bit, but tomorrow try to wake up early and we move on. You catch up with the speed. I'm sure I believe in you.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Our time is well spent, Chamberlain. I have to go and catch up other things. I want to take this opportunity to thank each and everybody that has participated in this Wake Up and Win. Most especially the people who have really came and gave feedback. It means that people have gotten this role because they're not here passing time. I appreciate people who have chatted in the chat box. Mustafa has got value, Lester got value, and many people have chatted in the chat box. So I want to call this to be the end of this call. I'll be uploading this on our YouTube channel so that you can always, those who have missed the point because of your network connection, I'll be sending the replay shortly so you can be able to watch the replay and share it with the rest of your team members to see what they're missing in Wake Up and Win. You know, when I share this in your inbox, share it with as many members in your team so they can see what they're missing. Maybe they may be inspired to wake up early and tune in and join us. So having said that, ladies and gentlemen, let me wish you a blessed day ahead of you. Those in Uganda, today is our final day of making serious phone calls. Midday, we're going to be there. And we're going to be doing a group final reminder of our people. So let us all be there in Uganda. It's going to be so much value, which is going to be shared as you're looking forward. Also, it also helps us to put the line up for the event. So be there. Yes, if you are a bench player of IREV, please, you know yourself, make sure you are there. So let's be there in Uganda, and also our offices are open in Tanzania. We have an event coming up in Arusha. Somehow this Saturday, the event is coming in Arusha. So I think if you have people in Arusha, in Gambeji and the squad, they are putting together that event. So having said that, champions, let me wish you a blessed day ahead of you and see you tomorrow in yet another powerful episode. Thank you. Everybody have a blessed day.